Hey, Matt.
Oh, hi, Quinn.
Matt, I heard you like to talk about Power Rangers.
Maybe.
So, you want to talk about some Power Rangers?
I'm always ready to talk about Power Rangers. Hello, Quinn.
What's going?
What's with all this garbage?
I don't know. Some nerd.
Oh, okay. I can see Tommy's wiggling over there. We're here to talk about Power Rangers. I remember when we had, like, some people watching our things.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was.
At least in the last one, they waited until, we
talked about Power Rangers.
There were, like, introductions. It didn't just start out. They were like, oh, God, no.
No. Get out. So, yeah. Did you hear there's a Power Rangers movie coming out?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel weird?
We're strong.
Insanely strong.
Power Rangers were a legion of warriors. You must become those warriors.
It's just a hologram, like a video game.
That's a strong-ass hologram.
Not a video game.
She is pure evil.
How do you expect us to stop her?
It's morphin' time.
Do it better than anybody you ever seen.
A sequel to Turbo.
Oh my god, it stars Larigo. Larigo comes in, and then Alpha's his romantic lover, and it's like, ay.
There's actually no Power Rangers in it. It's just about Larry.
Exactly.
50 Shades Larry.
It's morphin' time.
But yeah, there is a new movie coming out, and I am excited.
I am excited as well. Stars Bryan Cranston and literally no one else.
Bill Hader.
Oh, Bill Hader and Elizabeth Banks.
And Elizabeth Banks and Earl from Me, Earl and the Dying Girl. Yeah, great. So good.
So good.
I think that's fine, though. I didn't want to cast anybody.
It's like Star Wars. You gotta have the unknowns.
Yeah.
So I know you're dying to get into this. Predictions for the Power Rangers movie.
Predictions. All right. First of all, let's get this straight. We called Bryan Cranston being Zordon. Like, the minute they announced there was going to be a new movie, I was like, yeah, Bryan Cranston's going to be Zordon, obviously. So, we're batting 1,000 right now. I think that, I don't know. I think it's going to be your pretty typical origin story. I think, I don't think there will be any other monsters in it than Goldar.
Yeah, that's very evident, especially since they basically showed everything in the trailer again.
They did, and that was a problem. But
it's a problem, but at the same time, I'm really glad because I wanted to see the Zords and what they look like. By the way, here's a quick picture. This guy, we're gonna take a look at him.
How many things fall as you put this on?
Perfect. His face. This is the toy you can get now in stores. Bandai TM. You see his face. I freeze framed the picture in the movie. His face isn't the same. He doesn't have teeth.
Really?
Yeah, it's like all jaggedy, and it kind of gives the illusion of teeth. Also, this isn't there, so just
Yeah.
Time for battle.
the new Red Ranger, everyone.
Does this open?
Yeah, that has a little ranger in it.
What
What do you think of the suits?
Man. Okay.
They're not spandex.
They're not spandex,
That is not spandex.
which I think is dumb because I like spandex.
That is not spandex.
That honestly was my biggest disappointment, but I saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah,
Same with the Zords. Also, one of the things we called fucking mile away.
Transformers Zords.
Transformers Zords. And I did post a picture. Here's a picture of a Facebook post I made of like, hey, look, I got a sneak peek of the new Zords, and it was the new Transformers Grimlock, and I just colored it red. And now we have Transformers Grimlock, and I colored it red.
Yeah. But I don't know.
fine
The
with it.
suits look better in motion.
They do, and I'm glad that they're physical and not just CGI.
Yeah,
that was my biggest thing. Like,
awesome. I was so worried about that.
The practical effects, I really want to be a thing.
Yep.
The putties are cool.
The putties are cool. I like them.
I like that they're made of putty.
Yeah.
Which, like, the original ones look like weirdos in spandex.
People in spandex.
Gonna go touch their children inappropriately.
But punch them in the chest. In which case they
only Lord Zed's putties.
That's
Rita's had the stuff. Which, how the hell is that an upgrade?
Yeah, I know. Like they just come with armor, but the armor's like the kill spot.
Yeah, but you know why they did that though? Instead of like getting a new minion,
why?
Because Die Ranger, the season that they got like the White Ranger from, the Thunder Zords, they look like rapists basically as the minions. Yeah, they're all blue and they're like sensual, and yeah, it's creepy. Same,
that's terrifying.
And same with the Tangas from season 3 / the movie in Kaku Ranger, which is what that thing's from. It was like they're yokai, which is Japanese demons, and they had like the screen face, and
that's awesome.
I think that could have gotten away with that, but I think they still had the Tanga suits from the movies, and they're
like, well, might as well use them.
Yep, and Dudley Do-Right voice Ninjor. Go away, please.
We're the Power Rangers.
Which means what?
Will you just listen? The world's in incredible danger.
Not my problem.
Rangers! Oh my god, MMPR after season 2 was a mess.
Real bad. Really bad. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah, and Quinn's more of an MMPR fan than I am.
That's true. I love the first season and the second season. I like a lot.
They're really cheesy. They have a lot of Full House stuff in them, but third season goes off the fucking rails.
So bad. Remember when, like, it was Jason, Zach, and Trini all left.
That was season 2.
That was shit.
Go away, please.
Talking about MMPR season 3.
Yeah. And then I was mistakenly saying that this happened in season 3, but it was in season 2.
Oh, that's
Remember when Jason and Trini and Zach left?
Yeah.
And like they were gone for like 10 episodes, but there weren't replacements yet. So they would just like be away, and then the Rangers would come and fight, and they just use stock dialogue.
Did you hear why they did that?
No.
They asked for a raise. That's literally what happened. Those 3 asked for a raise, and Simon's like, we'll just replace you.
And they did.
They did.
No one really noticed.
Mm-hmm. Kinda. I like Jason a lot more than I like Rocky.
Oh, no, me too. But, like, in
Adam's
1994.
Yeah.
I like Adam.
I like Aisha as well.
I like Zach. Don't get me wrong. Zach's cool, but, like, Adam, I liked Adam. I liked him and Zio a lot, and even the beginning of Turbo.
It was probably the best part of Operation Overdrive.
Oh, hands down. Although they used that like weird ass morphing sequence because they couldn't get the rights to it.
Which is really weird. They own it, but they didn't own like that particular thing and that music. So
weird.
Yeah. Oh well. So season 3 was pretty strange. Which I hope to God that stays far away from season 3. I won't care if it dips into the Thunder Zords. Those are kind of cool because they might need to for like Tommy and toys.
I still think, man, I don't know if they will change Zords. I really don't think they will.
I would love if they did that. I would love if the Mighty Morphin guys just stayed in the dinosaur realm. I think those are so cool.
I do too.
If they have to go into a different Zord area, please just do the Thunder Zords.
Yeah.
I don't want them to at all because they got really convoluted.
Yeah.
But
I honestly think, so here's my prediction. We disagree on this about how... We're going to call it a trilogy because we think we know that they opted like 6 sequels.
They have planned
but
6.
Don't know if that'll happen. Let's say they're going to do 3. All right. So the first one ends. They basically defeat Rita. All is well. Whatever.
She looks over at like the world and sees like one person walking alone. Like,
I don't think that they'll show Tommy. I think that it will be, because we all know that the green...
No, they'll
thing-
see like the back of his head in a hooded sweatshirt.
Something
It's
like that.
He's alone in the rubble or something like that.
And, like, I think the green power coin will glow, and we'll hear, like, a dragon noise or something. It'll be very minuscule, but it will be a teaser, post-credits thing that's saying, the Green Ranger's coming!
No, they'll do the Guardians of the Galaxy thing, so the Power Rangers will return.
Yeah, something.
Which I would love that. It's so cheesy, I'd be like, that's alright by me. That's alright by me.
Sequel's going to be about Rita coming back and getting Tommy being the Green Ranger.
The thing I would love if Rita just keeps attacking Earth, and like the start of that movie is just them fighting like a montage of monsters. And
that would be so cool.
Yeah, and then we just never focus on those monsters again.
That'd be really cool. I'd be into that.
I would love to see that version of Pudgy Pig.
Yup. Have like a sandwich reference. It's just like them throwing the sandwich. Oh, God, I fucking love that. But so like the sequel, Tommy's gonna come in. He's gonna be the bad guy for half of the sequel, and he's gonna switch, become the good guy, and they're gonna defeat Rita. The third one is gonna be about like the green energy, the green power coin, what have you. It's gonna be like killing Tommy, and he's gonna be like, I'm dying, I need something new. And Zordon's gonna be like, the white power coin or whatever. And he's gonna become the White Ranger. Zed's gonna come in. White Ranger and Zed, that's the threequel. Mm-hmm. That's what I think's happening.
My prediction is, and this is on record, that Elgar is gonna come in and go like, "What's up there?" Get the hell off the table.
What are you doing?
Go.
The third one is actually all about Finster making the.
I want to see like the alien ship.
Finster.
Get the hell off my table.
I'd like Finster to be in it.
Oh no, Turbo went down. What do you want?
Yes, it did.
We'll get to that. I would love to see fucking that version of Babu and Squat. And
why not?
Finster. Oh no! All right, my actual prediction for movie 3, because I think Tommy's going to be the good guy or the bad guy until about 3/4 of the way through the movie, and then he's going to go together, and then we'll fight Rita, and then it'll be nice. Whatever. Sequel. Yeah. In movie 3, we're going to introduce Scorpina.
That would be really cool.
Because it's like, hey, the Green Ranger didn't do so hot, did he? And then be like, oh, yeah, I guess. Whatever. Here you go. We didn't give you anything in the show, so we'll have you in the movie as a fan favorite. Or she'll be introduced in movie 2, like competing with the Green Ranger at the same time. Be like, I want the green power coin like they did in the comics.
Ooh, yeah.
Because she always wanted that green power coin. But yeah, and then we will get Zed. There's no doubt we're gonna get Zed.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a horrifying monster.
Which that will look really cool.
Because he already is a horrifying monster.
Yeah, but like give him like special effects budget and get some good actor. I don't care, Michael Fassbender.
William Dafoe.
That could be cool.
William Dafoe is Lord Zed. And then also, real quick, that's our competitive predictions. Come back when we're all fucking wrong.
Yep.
And laugh at us.
It doesn't make any money. There isn't a sequel. It all gets canceled. I hope not.
No, it's gonna make money at least until the second one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
At least. Hopefully better.
Yeah.
Please, God.
That's a lot of gold.
This is your destiny.
Let's go!
This is your time.
So, Matt, because this is so candid as podcasts are, was there a Japanese Spider-Man show?
ダーマンレッツゴー
ビルの谷間の暗闇にキラリと光る怒りの目安らぎ捨てて捨ててを捨てて悪を追って命が惜しかったらどけ
Change me a part
Yes, Quinn, there was, and it is one of the things that helped create Power Rangers because Spider-Man had a giant robot.
What? Tell me more.
Fuck you. His name was Lipordon, and
Wait,
he was
really?
he was a spaceship, and then he transformed into a robot. And
That fought giant monsters.
yeah, and he's also canon in Marvel.
He's canon?
There's an issue in the Spider-Verse comics where he teams up to fight the main bad guy with all the other Spider-Mans. And I want a comic series with just him.
Marvel, listen to me right now. I will write this for you. That's all I want to do. Really. Come on, pro bono, man. I'll write it. That'd be so
You know
cool.
what his catchphrase is? And it's
What?
the best thing ever. I am the emissary of hell, Spider-Man.
Oh, shit. I want a shirt that says that. Where can you find that? Like, how can you watch this?
It's all free on YouTube.
Is it really?
Yeah, because Marvel got the rights to it, and they just put it all up there.
So, because we had talked about this, but like, so that was the first thing to do, like a giant guy in a suit.
Yeah.
Guy in a suit. That was supposed
There
to be
was
giant.
anime before it,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was the first like live action show because the first 2 seasons of Super Sentai just had them in the spandex stuff, and the second season didn't do too well.
Really?
Yeah, and they actually canceled it, and they did Spider-Man, and they teamed up with Marvel to try to bring life into it.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool?
What?
Stan Lee signed off on all of it.
That's so rad.
And there's an interview. I'll link it in the description. It's an interview for him for the special bonus features for the Japanese release of the Spider-Man stuff, and he just talks how wonderful it was, and he prefers it over that, and I think the first 3 Spider-Man movies. Just because, like, the things he loved was, like, he like, crawled like a spider on the walls instead of, like, you know, just a guy.
Yeah.
And they had so much imagination with the limited budget they had. And then that did so well that they did Super Sentai, which says it was just called Sentai before, and then
Really?
the Super was
Gotcha.
robots.
Cool. So, Matt, what's your favorite Power Rangers season?
Turbo.
Followed by Super Mega Force
And Dino Supercharged.
and the Dino Supercharged. What is it?
It's a RPM for, I think it's the best quality.
Yeah.
It's definitely like has the most characters and everything. My favorite is Dino Charge with the asterisk of not Dino Supercharge. So Quinn, what's your favorite season?
Dino Thunder, man. I love Dino Thunder.
Oh,
That
okay.
was I don't really know. I think that was probably like the high point of the age I was that it was the most fun. I was in 2004, right? So I was 8, you know. So I was super into it.
Wait, you were 8 in 2004?
I'm 20, bro.
God, you're so much younger than I am.
You're right. But no, Tommy came back, and I love when he's the Black Ranger. I really like that's hands down my favorite version of Tommy. Mesogog was a great villain. The dynamic of like him and Trent, like Trent being his son and being evil and then good and then having to fight your father, like what a fucking story, man. I love it. I love Dino
I do. If you're ever bored or something, I do recommend its Japanese counterpart, Aba Ranger. It's really silly comparatively because they did that one episode in Dino Thunder where they actually watched an episode of Aba Rangers and were like making fun of it. It's really badly dubbed, but like Trent, the White Ranger, he actually dies in the show because he wants to kill the Rangers for fun.
What?
His name is Abare Killer. Mm-hmm.
You sent me the clip of him dying, which was like
he explodes.
so dramatic. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, also Green Ranger dies in Jew Ranger, the
Really?
Japanese one. Yeah. when Jason got the dragon shield?
Yeah.
That's because he was dying on a beach, and he and the Red Ranger, which actually... Oh, there he is. He and the Red Ranger were brothers.
That's cool.
And he had been, like, brainwashed and whatnot to, like, fight him. So he actually wasn't under Rita's control, which her name's Bandora, I believe. Which, if you read all the comics, right?
Yeah.
For the Boom Studio, which... the Boom Studio comics.
So good.
There's an anthology out on Amazon. I'd recommend that
So
if you
good.
can't get to a comic book shop. They actually made a panel where it shows Bandora's palace as her castle's name.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so rad.
Yep, I love that. I love that little touch. But yeah, they're brothers, and he's dying on the beach, and he transfers his powers to him. That's why Jason has the dragon shield, and why Tommy loses his power so often. And in season 2, they actually... Here's an interesting fact I don't know if you know or not. They did not expect Power Rangers to do well. At all. When it did do well, they're like, oh shit, we're out of Japanese footage. What do we do? They actually contacted Toei and were like, hey, can we get some more footage? They're like, well, we already moved on to the next one. We'll pay you. And they're like, okay. So they actually commissioned, I believe, 20 episodes worth of Japanese footage. Man, 6 minutes goes fast.
Yeah, it does.
That is true, by the way. Interesting fact. All of the footage had been filmed with the Zords as the Mighty Morphin Zords, but they wanted to sell the Thunder Zords. So whenever you see the Thunder Zords, or the first 20 episodes of Power Rangers Season 2, when the Thunder Zords fighting the monster, they are never in the same frame at the same time. Because it is just cut clips of the Megazord going pop, and then it cuts the monster reacting, and then it goes pop, and then it slices him in half. And that's it.
That's the way it's gonna be, huh? That's the best you can do! I'll play you a tune!
Thunder Saber, battle action!
Well, that's the way it's gonna be, huh? Then take this!
Who's your favorite Ranger, man?
Shelby from Dino Charge.
There you go.
I think I'm the one person.
Dude, I love her. She was easily my favorite part of Dino Charge.
Mm-hmm. You're not there yet, but she made that. The Spinozord.
Really?
Yeah, she learned from the Silver Ranger how to do it, and she actually built that. And I'm like, wow, no
That's
Ranger
awesome.
ever has built a Megazord. That's really awesome.
That is cool.
Who's yours?
Ryan, the Titanium Ranger
Oh,
from
nice.
Lightspeed Rescue. Yeah, man.
I thought for sure it was going to be that one.
No.
Oh, okay.
I really do like Tommy as a character. And
I like him the
especially-
most in the Boom Studios comics.
Yeah,
because
he's so interesting in those. I also really like Trent from Dino Thunder. But yeah, man, the Titanium Ranger, Lightspeed was my first season, so it holds a special place in my heart. But I love the whole dynamic again. I like those kind of familial dynamics where he's, the brother and the son. And he's evil, and then he's good.
And he got left for dead.
Yeah, and the fucking cobra tattoo that's like gonna kill him and shit.
AKA, we needed him out of the suit so we didn't have to film that.
Yeah.
What I do love about that, though, they did build the cockpit for the Titanium Ranger Zord. That's awesome. And they didn't do that for any other ones because it's all Sentai footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now we refuse to see the Sentai footage.
Really?
Yeah, no cockpit has been that since Megaforce. They always build new ones. They built it for Samurai, Super Samurai, Dino Charge, Supercharge. I'm sorry, I try to block it from my memory. Try to only remember the good things. And Ninja Steel.
Speaking of Ninja Steel, that premiered on Saturday.
It did.
I didn't get to watch it because I got called into work, but Matt watched it. Matt, what'd you think?
It was very much like I thought Dino Charge got a third season.
That's a good thing.
It's
in part.
Kind of. Things I love about it, like Dino Charge, the first episode had no Sentai footage in it. It's all American actors.
That's cool.
Or all American footage. Well, even though it's filmed in New Zealand. But, yeah, it starts out with a child abduction.
There you go.
And, well, that's my favorite thing about shows.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chris Hansen.
Yeah, and then the Red Ranger loses his dad because his...
What?
I know, right?
Red Ranger losing his dad?
Especially in the first episode, wanting to meet him again. And then he goes into a forest with the Pink Ranger, and they fight a monster in the exact same forest as Dino Charge.
Wait, they actually do
yes,
that?
the exact
God
same one.
damn it.
And they're like, what? And there's new MacGuffins this year, which are these things. They reach into a magic ninja steel prism to pull naturally.
Makes sense.
To pull these out, and they're like, and the monster's like, no, that's for my boss. I've never seen a monster want a MacGuffin from a show before.
Give me my energems!
No way!
Those are Galvanax's ninja power stars! Give them back!
For his boss.
For his boss.
Any contestant that can destroy the Power Rangers and bring me their ninja power stars becomes a Galaxy Warriors champion, just like me! Enough! Bring me an Energem and you'll be free. But fail me and I'll say no more.
Should we give Ribberat one more chance?
Nice move, Brody.
Yeah, impressive.
Whoa! He's being gigantified.
You've seen the last of me, huh?
I'm done fooling around with you, Rangers! Magna Beam!
And then the Rangers are like, what is this? And then they become Power Rangers and beat the monster.
But it looks like this goes in here. Guys, do what I did. I don't know. Check it out. It's so green. What happened to us?
Feel powerful. I don't know. Like I have a strength and start to break trains.
Me too. It's epic. We've become Power Rangers.
That was honestly like the reason with Dino Charge when I watched the first episode, because in that part, Shelby's like the one that kicks the most ass in that forest. And I was like, what?
And I love Tyler's dynamic with her. I think they're great. Like, they work together really well in chemistry. But yeah. Oh, also, the monster. They didn't use one of the monsters from Ninja Steel. They used one of the monsters from Operation Overdrive. And they, like, put some stuff on him to make him look different. It's one of the Fear Cats.
That can lead us into our next discussion of what are the worst seasons of Power Rangers. People mostly argue, if you look online, that Operation Overdrive is the worst season.
I argue heavily against that.
I would too. I don't think Operation Overdrive is very good.
No.
I don't think it's the worst.
Definitely not the worst. I think we both know what the fucking worst is. Ready to say it at the same time.
Wait, well, ours might differ, man.
All right.
Because I disliked Megaforce more than Super Megaforce.
The reason I like Megaforce more than Super Megaforce is purely because I've seen the Sentai. Because the Megaforce Rangers match the body movements of the suit actors. That's my standards.
There you go.
Because in Goseiger, which was the Japanese equivalent to Megaforce, the suit actors are... The Red Ranger is the leader and is a bit charismatic. The Blue Ranger is the smart but cool... smart character that does the inventions, kind of lackadaisical personality. The Black Ranger is very serious and very strong. Which, Jake kind of fit that.
Yeah.
Yellow Ranger is, kind of the tomboy, and Pink Ranger is girl.
Red is the perfect one, black is the brooding bad boy, green is the clown, and yellow, well, she's the girl. So what are you supposed to be?
I'm Scottish!
And I will give Super Megaforce credit. They kept that one right.
It is girl.
It is girl. And then in Super Megaforce, though, the Japanese footage of the pirates, which they never mention, they're not pirate suits. They're not a pirate ship.
Those pirate suits are so dope.
They're cool. They're great.
I think they look so great.
The Red Ranger's name in the Japanese one, I'm not making this up, is Captain Marvelous.
Call me Captain Marvelous from now on.
But anyways, the Red Ranger is really serious and like show-offy and like has this like cocky attitude to him, which Troy fucking does not at all. He is... I think we can say on record he's probably the worst Red Ranger ever.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
Like, bar none.
Yeah. I'll give Operation Overdrive a lot of credit. The Red Ranger story arc is great.
That is, like, even though that series isn't very good, like, that was... I didn't see that coming.
And he's just, like, there's times he's like, fuck, I'm not human. It doesn't matter if I live or die. That's heavy.
That is so heavy.
But anyways, the Black Ranger, which is now the Green Ranger...
Am I the only one who notices that my key is the wrong color?
Jake, there's a simple explanation for that.
The Black Ranger that is now the Green Ranger is an idiot weakling that's good with mechanics.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake.
And the Blue Ranger is a master swordsman that says little. Noah.
Got it, exactly.
The Yellow Ranger gets kind of closer, but she's even more tomboy, and Pink Ranger is girl. I hate the Pink Ranger, though, in the Super Sentai version, so I didn't hate Mia, I think it was, as much. Mia or Gia, I don't remember. Samurai and Megaforce have similar names.
So those two are definitely up there for worst, and then you gotta throw Turbo in there.
Yeah, you gotta. It got better once Tommy left and the other gang, because they're like, oh, we have new Rangers to play around with, and I think they're genuinely better actors.
Yeah.
Or at least the Red Ranger was. I really like, what's his name?
Who?
The Red Ranger for Turbo, second one. The first Black Ranger.
Ward?
TJ.
Yeah.
He's great. I love him. And then he gets demoted because we can't have the black guy be the Red Ranger
again. God, that'd be like having two female Star Wars protagonists.
Oh, no!
Minutes ago, a major emergency was averted. The Power Rangers Deluxe Rescue Megazord crushed all evil with its 5 incredible rescue vehicles, like Wind Rescue and Thunder Loader, all morphed into their own Zords, came together and created the Deluxe Rescue Megazord. So remember, to banish evil, I'm telling you, hang on to your Megazord.
Can it, Anchor Boy? I've still got evil to do!
Shift into Turbo with the Deluxe Rescue Megazord. Bender, action, satisfaction.
So yeah, man, it's what's the kid's name? Justin?
Justin. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
I mean, it's not his fault, but like that whole thing is so stupid. My favorite. I love the morph sequence when he's like five foot or like
And then it goes
4'9", shink, and just like grows.
Yep. Oh, the morphing grid is an interesting
It truly
thing.
is.
Yep.
And that's another thing that I really like about Operation Overdrive, to give it some credit. It's like, this was just like a rich dude that tapped into the morphing grid somehow.
They also did that in Jungle Fury. And he was broke.
Dude,
I had a friend of a friend that knew a guy
We can talk about Jungle Fury.
Tapped into the...
We can talk about Jungle Fury. But we're talking about Turbo. It's really bad.
Because, and a little backstory for Turbo, for those who don't know, is Zeo did well, but its ratings were starting to decline, so they wanted to freshen up the series, and they did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Then it almost got canceled because of Turbo.
Yep.
And then In Space flew in and saved the day.
And it really did. And I read a thing that was like, the threat of cancellation always brings out the best in Power Rangers.
Yes.
Because there have been a few times.
And that's why everybody's hoping that bombs so fucking hard.
So we can get
it gets off Nickelodeon and goes to Netflix, and we can just have one fucking season of Power Rangers again. I'm so sick of 2 separate seasons of the same goddamn thing.
Yep, that is really annoying. I don't get it at all.
It's just because of Nickelodeon's bullshit rules.
Really?
Yeah, it's not them. They don't want to do that, but through the contract that they have to split it, and it has to be exactly 20 episodes with 2 holiday specials that are clip shows. They're always clip shows.
Oh god,
Mm-hmm.
That's depressing.
It is.
Go back to they can't go back to ABC Family because that's Disney.
Yeah.
But
No, they hate Disney so much. Well, Disney hates them.
Disney made the best Power Rangers.
I guess we can get into that. Basically, there was 4 years of good after In Space. We had Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed, Time Force, and Wild Force. I love Wild Force.
I can't stand Wild Force. It's a bad season.
It's
dude.
not.
Dude, that season's bad.
It's not.
Alright.
The fucking Red Ranger's parents died. It's an awesome story arc, and the Zords are awesome.
Are they?
They are.
I don't know,
Fucking love the Wild Force Rangers.
I don't know, man. I'm not about it. I don't like this season very much.
All right,
fun.
you Tommy
That's fun.
fanboys. It's
That's me.
It's time to go.
But yeah, man. So it was after Wild Force that Ninja Storm.
Yeah, which was when Disney moved the show to New Zealand.
Yep.
And that's why there's a lot of Rangers that have questionable accents.
Because they're all from New Zealand.
Yeah.
But Ninja Storm is great. One of my favorite seasons.
Yeah.
Then Dino Thunder, obviously, is my favorite and is great. SPD, so good. God, I love SPD so much.
They're really. If I was ever to be a nerd and make a little fanfic story, there's no DeviantArt record you could find. The thing is, he doesn't know if I'm joking or not. I would put the SPD people as the bad guys because they look so corrupt to me. Like the organization itself.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they arrested the Red and Yellow Ranger for like stealing things for food or something like that. And
very
like,
Robin Hood ass.
yeah, and like all this persecution they seem to have, or like arrest now, ask questions later, or shoot now, ask questions later, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking awful. And what's even worse is the Japanese version where there is no capture. They get, when they do the scanning thing, that is them asking the space judge thing if they can execute on sight. These are people, like, they're not even monsters. They're like alien people. Even if they're bad guys, like, that's always been one of my things about Power Rangers that's annoyed me. If they're not, like, created from Finster or, like, the orcs from Wild Force, they may just be aliens that want to go away. Why do you have to kill them all the time, man?
Interesting.
That's always which is why I love Time Force so much. I love SPD for that because they don't kill them; they take them alive. Why I love Boom Studio Comics so fucking much. They took Sorpina prisoner and they were going to put her in the pocket dimension. I love the concept of the pocket dimension, and I'm like, it's like, oh yeah, that's been there the whole time. No, it wasn't. The pocket dimension never existed in PR. That was an original concept by the studio, and I'm like, that fits so well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, where do the Rangers train? Pocket dimension. Where do we put the bad guys? Another pocket dimension. Where are we going to hide from the bad guys when they... Oh, spoilers.
Don't say anything.
Well, Reagan comes in, and he's like, Zordon, we're going to tear down this wall.
Make Reagan the bad guy of Power Rangers.
No, he was already that in Batman vs. Superman. Oh, wait, no, I was thinking of The Dark Knight Returns. That was the worst version of Batman vs. Superman.
He has great toys, but he doesn't toy around with evil. He is a cop unlike any other. Donuts. Well, pretty much. Shift into Turbo with Blue Centurion toys. Bender, action, satisfaction.
Oh, but anyways, interesting story on the... when Disney bought them, they never wanted to make another Power Rangers season.
Really?
They just wanted the footage rights to MMPR, and they were just going to keep re-airing it over and over again with the toy rights. But they had a subcontract when Saban signed over everything. Apparently, they had a subcontract, and through the subcontract with this TV network, I think it was in Britain, they wanted another season. So through that, they're like, "Oh, if we move it to New Zealand, it's a lot cheaper than if we do it in America. So let's move it there, and then we can make it cheap." And then that Ninja Storm did really well, and they're like, "I guess we got to keep doing this."
Remember when they did that weird thing where they just re-aired MMPR with like
the stupid? Yeah, that's after RPM bombed really bad.
Which I don't. Oh god.
It's because Disney abused that show really badly because they put it. That was when after Overdrive failed. So wait, no, that was after Jungle Fury. Yeah, Jungle Fury did okay, but its ratings were still in decline after Overdrive, and it was like it's one of those slippery slope type of deals. And it was like, what can we do? And then they're like, we need RPM to be really dark and serious, but we don't really want to give it a lot of credit because we're really done with this series. So we're gonna put it on ABC in the morning at like 10 a.m. maybe every 2 weeks, and then it just went so bad.
That's so dumb because RPM is so good.
Yep, and then they just re-aired MMPR after that. Their original goal. And then Samurai came back and saved the day.
Yeah, really saved the day, man.
This! How much gum do you have on you? How much gum?
What can I say? I buy in bulk.
Spike? It's 2 in time!
You know what's funny? That is an exact duplicate of Shinkanger, the Japanese version. Like, if you look at the credits, they actually credit the writer of the Shinkanger episode.
Really?
Because they changed nothing except add Bulk and Skull. And new Zord cockpit footage.
Wow.
Want to talk about the original movie?
Sure.
Did you know that in the original movie, that the people that were in charge at Fox were like, we want their helmets to be open the whole time so you can see the actors' faces. Here's a picture of what it looks like. It's horrifying.
Good.
And then after they filmed, I think like for a week, they're like, oh, this doesn't work.
I think that the movie is overrated.
Oh, highly.
Yeah. I love Ivan Ooze. One of the best Power Ranger villains.
Oh, I think he'll be in movie 4 of the new
Really?
series. I think they'll bring him
I
back.
haven't even thought about that.
I think Ivan Ooze will be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ooze is back.
I think you were going to tell us what the fuck is this?
Shuriken change.
If you look at this, people, the two of you that are watching this at this point in the podcast, probably my mom and dad, only. If you look at this, what does this look like to you?
McDonald's toy.
A cheeseburger. Correct. Because it's a cheeseburger. Matt, will you explain this to me?
In the Japanese version of Ninja Steel, the Sixth Ranger, the Gold Ranger, is a cowboy ninja assassin from America who is Japanese.
Can't prove that's not me.
Who, halfway through this, I really think this is my incarnation, who uses this to transform. This is his morpher. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. Before he kills a monster, he takes a selfie with it. And then, halfway through the series, he puts on Hawaiian shirts.
There we go.
His Megazord is called Rodeo Maru, and it is a bull motorcycle that transforms into a sheriff.
Just call me Cowboy Ninja Assassin. Isn't that a thing? Oh no, that's like Cowboy
Bebop.
Ninja Pirate. I don't know. Something. So Matt, tell me, is there a way that we can test our Power Rangers knowledge?
I don't know. It's almost as if we could have a pursuit of knowledge.
Trivial knowledge. All right, man.
First to 5.
You're gonna win. Okay, let me preface this. I lived my entire life until about a year and a half ago thinking that I was the only person around that liked Power Rangers in their 20s. I was wrong.
And then he met me on Craigslist.
And then I met Matt. Now I have a Power Rangers tattoo. I love Power Rangers. I love it so much. It's my livelihood. Matt likes Power Rangers a lot. A lot. I don't know if I'm not going to say you like it more than I do because that's not something one can quantify. But
because
Matt knows a lot about Power Rangers.
My parents alone in a basement with
Power
rats
Rangers and Power Rangers toys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lose, but that's okay. All right, man. So here we'll go.
Start the timer.
We'll do this like I'll ask
1v1.
Yeah, I'll do that. All right. Which weapon is not used by the Blue Wild Force Ranger? Fighting Fins, Sword of Paradise, or Deer Clutcher?
Deer Clutcher.
You're right, because it's used by the White Wild Force Ranger.
Alright. Alrighty. What does Trey, the Gold Zero Ranger, leave with the Rangers when he departs for Triforia?
He leaves them with the staff.
Well, you would almost be right, but he already gave them that. Leaves them the Super Zero Zords.
I'm gonna give myself half. Matt 1, Quinn 0.5.
All right. Let's go with the different cards.
Yeah. All right. What is the superhero ability granted by the Black Dino Gem?
Invisibility.
You're right.
Name 3 of Lothor's 5 generals in Power Rangers Ninja Storm.
I can't do that.
Game, Chubo, Vexicus, Shimazu? I don't even remember that one. It's this one.
Matt!
Eldar.
Matt 2, Quinn still 0.5. Let's see.
Give me a tricky one.
How tricky?
Just go.
How many languages does Deca speak in Power Rangers in Space? Over 300, 3,000, or 300,000?
3,000.
God, he's good!
Oh. I don't want to do that because this one's mean. But I'm going to do it anyways.
Okay.
How many episodes are there in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3? 20, 33, or 90? This might be a trick question. Let me see. Nope, it's not.
In Season 3?
Yes. I'll give you a hint. It's ninjas.
And it's 33, isn't it? There we go. What was the trick? What would be the trick part of that?
20 because of Alien Rangers.
Makes sense. Alright. Which two Super Samurai Rangers sing at a charity concert held by Mia's brother, Terry?
Mia and Antonio?
God! Look at him! He's a monster!
I can't believe I got that one right.
Can't either.
How many points am I at? 3?
You're at 3.
Okay.
No, you're at 4, because we have done 4, and he's gotten all 4.
Yeah.
And I'm at 1.5, holding strong.
Yeah. Oh god, that's mean. Okay. I'm feeling generous.
Oh, thank you.
What song is played at Rita Repulsa in Lord Zed's wedding reception? Monster Mash, Habanagula, or Thriller? Oh no. It's Habanagula. I'm not joking.
What is that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna give him a half a point because I thought it was Monster Mash.
4 to 2. We'll call it 2.
No, I was
So I
only at
got it
3.
wrong.
I didn't only ahead by 1.
No, you got 4.
I'm at 4. Okay.
Yeah, you got 4.
Alrighty. So I just need one more win. So you find a tricky one.
Alright.
Like a really tricky one. If that isn't it, you throw it away and you get another one.
This one, I don't know. You could probably get that one, but we're gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna grab another one. See if I can get this. Give us a second. That's easy. That's too easy. Let's see. Okay, got it. Chance to tie. Where is it? Sally Martin reprised her role as Tori, the Blue Wind Ranger, in which 2 seasons? Reprised her role.
Dino Thunder and Operation Overdrive.
There we go. We have a tie because we both suck and both don't have enough life.
It was fun talking about Power Rangers.
Yeah, man. If any of our viewers have any questions for us, you can find us on social media. We can tell you.
My MySpace account is
myyearbook.com. Did you ever have a My Yearbook?
No, I didn't have that. I had an AOL Online account.
I never had that.
I didn't either. I was lying. It just seemed cool. My parents didn't let me have the internet. I was in a cave.
With Power Rangers, apparently.
Yeah, they gave me a TV with rabbit ears. Remember when that was a thing, kids? No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I hate to say it, but it's time to go.
You go!
My Uncle Boog!